How you guys doing? I'm on my way to Palm Springs. I thought I would stop. You can take a look at, give you a little bit of a view of the mountains. Thought I'd get away from the traffic and all the cars and stuff, so we can have a little private conversation. So how you doing? You don't know me. My name's Martin, 52 years old. I had 16 years worth of retirement. I thought I would be retiring this year, or maybe transferring or trying to do something else. But then I found out my $100,000 in the bank. If I had $100,000 in the bank at 1%, that's $1,000 back. If I had $100,000 in the bank at 5%, that'd be $5,000 worth of passive income. Or if I had $100,000 in the bank at 10%, I'd have $10,000 of passive income, and I wouldn't have to say, that's just $100,000 an example, and I wouldn't have to use that money. Well, based using my MBA for the University of San Francisco and my engineering degree from UC Davis, that tells me currently, because of COVID, it collapsed the stock market. So how many of you lost money in the stock market? Or how many of you know what passive income is? Go online right now, do a check on passive income. Or how many of you have money in the bank and you saw the interest rate from your bank go from 2% to 3% to 4% to 1%? Go, when you have a chance, take your calculator out, calculate $100,000 into 1% and see what you get back. $1,000. That's about a month's worth of, maybe 2 or 3 months of the groceries, compared to, say, if the stock market, I could at least get 5% back at $5,000. That's 4 or 5 months worth of rent, depending on where you live. It could even be 9 months worth of rent if you're only paying, well, not 9 months, maybe 8, 6 or 7 months, depending on what you're spending. So do you see how when the interest rate collapsed, now that money that you have in the bank, it's getting less of a return, and you see how you're forced to go out and look for more ways to get a return on your money? Let me know. Subscribe, comment, like, subscribe, comment, like. That's why I say if I'm going to retire, and I need to find other ways to make money or get a better return on my money. In the past, I've done duplexes and rented houses, but now because of the government and COVID, how many of you got off? How many of you? This is negative M. How many of you got off free saying the COVID impacted your salary? Well, you know what the government said? Because of COVID, you don't have to pay your rent until January something of next year. Well, and I've owned duplexes before COVID that went through the 2008 recession, and I was only charging $500 and $600, and I raised the rent just a little, and I lost about four. I had 4 units. I lost 3 tenants, and I only had 1. And I know what it is. And even then, people paying their money, like paying the rent late, giving you this, giving you that. And don't raise my rent. My cat can piss all on your walls, and I can let my Volkswagen drop oil all over your lawn where you get a notice from code enforcement. But please don't raise my $500 rent. But so, and I can just imagine how it is now. Just think how it is. How many of you are landlords? How many of you had your tenants? Oh, I just can't pay, man. Not only can they not pay, but they don't want to leave. I'm in California, man, so you know, we don't want any more homeless. They all over the place, man. Go to my park here. People got stuff, what it is young people. At least when I was younger, the older people, they say, I don't want to be homeless. I want to try to get out of it. Now the young people, they kind of revel in it. A bunch of guys hang out together and stuff, and that scared me, man. I don't know, like I call them the homeless deviants, man. Had a whole bunch of guys hanging out together. I went to an all-guy high school. How many of you went to all-guy high school? They're going to an all-guy high school, all-girl school, all-woman high school, or all-woman school. Do you really want to hang around a whole bunch of women? Not this generation. All the men like to hang out and talk and stuff. I know being gay is accepted and stuff, but I don't know. Just hanging around a whole bunch of guys and doing what? I think they're either committing a crime, doing drugs, or maybe they all trying to have sex with each other, man. That's what I think. Let me know what you think. Subscribe, comment, like. Subscribe, comment, like. So, as we head into 2021, as I told you in my previous video, need to do 2 things. Number 1, got to improve your health, man. Because I think the health insurance, let me know if you think. And see if we can't get 10 to 15 likes. Let me know what you think. I think health insurance is going to skyrocket. They're going to just say, well, because of COVID, anyone can have a pre-existing condition. Rates are going to go up. And they're going to make you get a physical. They're going to check your weight. They're going to check what type of prescriptions you're on. So one thing I would do, just work on getting in shape. Just cut back on the amount of meat. Cut back on the amount of alcohol you join. Work on your mental. Get around people that are positive. Number 3, you got to work on some ways. Number 2, you got to work on some ways to make extra money. If whatever you have, just look at all your expenses. What are you putting your money toward that's actually worth having? Other than me wasting money on storage, I've cut back my alcohol. Starbucks, reduce that to 2 to 3 times a week, and it's not as if $6 or $8 is going to make any big difference. It's just a way just to kind of help me avoid always eating a lemon loaf. Keep it to at least twice a week. And then, you know, right now because of the COVID and the way they're going with all the restaurants and stuff, you know, you kind of want to work out, you know, eventually come out into January, things are going to be back open. Work on getting your diet in shape. And people will be looking for people to help them make money too. And the people that are going to want to help them make money is people who already know how to talk to people or who've been investing in their skills, learning how to negotiate. Let me know if you're an employer. Do you want a good employee who knows how to pitch, which means he knows how to talk to people, solve problems, does their own education, and if you kind of takes ownership of your business. You know, not you people working in warehouses. Now, for you people working in warehouses, I have 2 tips. Number 1, you know, don't spend all the money on your cars. I see all of you working in these warehouses. You're styling. You got too much money put in your cars. And I hope you, and then when you put so much money in your car, that means you got to live at home. You got to live with roommates. Roommates are bizarre. My neighbor takes his roommate to work. I don't know if it's a family friend. They're special needs people or something. But, you know, people, you just don't need to be hanging around your friends at work, man. Especially at a warehouse. I worked at Petavita. I know you said, I worked at Petavita Mold and Die with Steve and his dad. And we're packing. All you guys do is pack and pick and lift. Wonder why you guys are so crazy, man. When you come out of the work playing your music loud, but then you know you better get back before that half-hour lunch or they're going to fire you and you'll be sitting back at home again. I feel for you young people, man. They ain't making it easy for you, man. Especially the men. I see how all the men hang out together. It's sad, man. They don't know what to do, man. If you're a man, try to hang around a successful woman or find a successful man that's making 10, 100 times more than you. Just follow what they do. Do what they do, man. Don't hang around your friends. Your friends are losers, man. I mean, half of them are spending a whole bunch of money on cars, living at home. They all think they can vape. You know, I feel this generation is just loud and broke, man. I was in the gym today. You like to play their music loud, cars loud, rum, 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 boom, boom, boom. Subscribe, comment, like. Subscribe, comment, like. I'm not just an old man that's just ranting, but what woman is actually going to go out with a guy with a car? Women make more money than men, so having a loud muffler car and having a loud radio, no one cares. Unless you're showing off to another guy, then that's a whole nother story. Then you can come with me to Palm Springs and I'll show you the street you can go hang out on, and then you can go to the bar where they play their music and drink, and you can have fun and have money for the alcohol and wasting a whole bunch of money on that car you're driving, man. Or you're vaping. Who you vaping for, man? I say, men, just hang out by yourself. You don't need to be hanging out with your friends. So that's my tips for the warehouse people. Number 1, put away some money, man, because when January hops off, they're going to start getting rid of all these warehouse people. I don't even know why they hired them all now, man. I know there's some retail stores that are open, but I don't think you need all these warehouse people. I haven't seen that many trucks either, so I'm thinking about January, they're going to get rid of all the seasonal people. And probably get rid of some of you regular people working at Amazon. So, and then by then the schools will be open, and maybe you guys will get back to school instead of doing your online education, where a lot of young people are losing your minds. But that's my tip for today. Number 1, just for some of you who like me, how many of you just are like looking for ways to make extra money? Number 1, Maybe you want to buy my $500 Blackjack Retirement Club package. You think gambling and using blackjack can help you get money? Hey, how about some of you, like I already mentioned before? I know you. I don't want to spend no money. Yeah, I know, man. You don't want to spend no money, but that's why every time you go home, you're shopping at the grocery outlet, the 99-cent store for grocery. I got a deal, man. I went to the 99-cent store. I got a Mercedes, and I got a deal shopping at Audi's. Like, come on, man. You got girlfriends, you got families, and then people have dogs. I don't even starting on dogs, man. Dog probably. But you guys buying the cheapest food for your dog? Oh, he can just eat what I have. You know why he can eat what he have? Because you're broke. You can't even buy quality food for your dog. You be like those people I pass by, they have all their dogs. They even let your ass inside, man. How was your fucking dog outside? Treat you guys like shit at the veterinarian. Holding your dog. Oh, boo, boo, boo. We don't give a shit about you. You don't even clean off after your dog. Dog shitting all over the place, pissing. You can't even feed your own damn self. You want to take your dog to the vet. Do like we did in the old days. Take Fido for a ride. When Fido finds his way home, he gets to stay. That's his test. This is your test, Fido. Can you find your way home? Otherwise, you'll become someone else's pet. So, this is just negative M, man. I'm just telling you, giving it to you real, man. Giving it to you real. If you're working in a warehouse, here's some things you do, like I told you. Go out, save your extra money, and number two, you don't need to hang around all your friends. How you gonna hang around a bunch of people moving shit around all day? What you guys gonna talk about? How heavy your box was, what you picked? Let those people go. Go invest in a book. Go invest in a training program. Go invest in a virtual program. Things are going to open up soon. And then warehouse jobs will decrease. And a lot of you young people will get to go back to school. But until then, you need to get your shit today. Stay focused, especially the women. This is the women's time. They're trying to get out there and shine. And the number one thing, and also for some of you who want to pay off your car loan, I got my 75, 125, $200 program. Just imagine if you could pay off your car in 19 months. Hey, I had a student loan that was $94,117. Now it's down to $26,500. I have a program I'm charging, one for $350, one for $450, and one for $500. Well, I work with you for a year. You know, we meet once or twice a month, and I just show you some of the things I did to get my loan paid off. One thing you could get, the confidence, by paying off these loans, your credit cards, you build confidence. It lets you know you're building progress, and that's what makes you strong. That prevents you from being weak, and I'll prevent you from hanging around weak people. You won't be hanging out at the park like a lady who's living with 3 men and a dog in the car, and the guys and a kid, and the guys are probably molesting the kids. Or you won't be like a woman goes to the bathroom, shuts the door, arguing with her boyfriend at the park, living out their truck. Don't be a woman. I mean, is that the kind of boyfriend you want? We can live together out of our car, or I can live with 3 guys. That's okay if you molest my kid. What the hell? I don't care. I look at her, and I got a dog. I mean, just the stuff you see out there. But it's young people. You young people got to get it together, man. Stop hanging out in front of bathrooms. Stop your girlfriend. Stop going into women's bathrooms and shutting the door and arguing with your boyfriends. Tell them, tell me sorry. No, you're sorry for hanging around a guy who won't even give you a place to live, man. I mean, come on. What I'm saying, man, these young people, just be careful at these parks. These young people, they're just done, man. I don't know what happened to them. Maybe their parents kicked them out. Maybe they're on drugs, but you're going to have money, because any type of public place, you're going to have homeless people and crazy people going into 2021 with Biden and Camilla. But what I want to try to do is try to position you. Do what the successful people do. This is a depression economy that we're going to enter into. So you're going to have to change everything you do. Your strategies are going to have to be different. How you think, how you behave, protecting your health. Because the only one who's going to look after yourself is you. Do you want to take your girlfriend to a quality place to eat, or do you want to be taking her to taking her to AM, PM, getting her a hamburger? Well, some women you do. I know some of them she don't look that good, Martin. I'm just taking her to AM, PM. I don't care. Or do you want to say, I want to get a good quality woman. I'm going to take her to at least Applebee's or Sizzler or what is it, Chili's. So let me know what you think. I need 100 likes. and join my channel, 100,000 subscribers. This is Negative M signing off. I'm the only one that's going to tell you the truth, man. I ain't going to lie to you. You young people, get it together, man. Get it together.